At least 30,000 people have fled fighting between Daesh and rebels in northern Syria in the past 48 hours. That's according to the Human Rights Watch. And they're calling on Turkey to open its border to the thousands that have been displaced. Let's get more on those developments. Bilgehan Ozturk joins me now from SETA Foundation. Thank you very much for your time, Bilgehan. Now, what do you say to the allegations that Turkish forces are shooting at Syrian refugees at the border?
I mean, for me and for all of us, the official statement is more valid and accurate. And according to statement provided by the Prime Minister, there was a warning fire towards the air rather than towards the people, the refugees who want to cross the border inside Turkey. And if the allegations are true, if the border security guards are responsible of such an act, that would be a subject of a legal scrutiny, I believe.
But I mean, Human Rights Watch says that 30,000 people are fleeing Daesh, but the border to Turkey remains closed. Shouldn't Turkey take in these victims fleeing Daesh?
As you well know, I mean, Turkey is very overwhelmed with more than 2,700,000 refugees already inside Turkey, and Turkey has been more restrictive on welcoming or accepting refugees from Syria for maybe for more than 1 month or so. This is an indication of such an change of behavior towards the border security, maybe.
Okay, now. According to Human Rights Watch, the Iqta camp on the Turkish border, which houses 10,000 refugees, had been taken over by Daesh. Where can these refugees go now, especially if the border is not being opened?
Of course, I mean, the only way they can head to is Turkish border, and the Iqta camp is quite close to Turkish border. And recently, 2 days ago, if I'm not wrong, when Daesh launched a surprise offensive against rebels, the camp was quite close to the area of clashes, and there was a village called Yahmul village, which is around 6 kilometers south of this camp, and because Daesh captured this village, although briefly, the people, out of panic and out of fear, headed towards Turkish border. Of course, there is no other option for them to march towards Turkish border, but at the same time, the Syrian part of the border and Turkish side of the border is very overwhelmed in terms of welcoming or accepting more refugees. The Bab el-Salama border crossing between Aleppo city and Turkish territory is already packed with refugees and refugee camps. I think this is a very hard situation for both Turkey, which is supposed to be responsible of taking those people, but at the same time, as I said already before, it is overwhelmed with more than 2.5 million refugees, and the border area is already packed with more and more people who are marching towards the Turkish border.
Okay, Bilgehan, we'll leave it there. That's Bilgehan Ozturk from SETA Foundation. Thank you.